Good morning, y'all. It is September 26th, and it's 4:35 a.m. in my car, parking lot at work. I have not started yet, but I just wanted to share all my thoughts on the Gadianton Robbers. I did a little bit of a research because I growing up in the church, not growing up in the church. When I got converted, I did a lot of studying, a lot, and you look up things, to get more information, and then you join some LDS groups on Facebook and things like that, and a lot of them were comparing the Gadianton Robbers as government people, and I don't think they are. Not that they have no influence. Of course they do, because how do first of all, Gadianton Robbers, to me, they're like gangs or something like that. Um, There are people who have the axis of guns and drugs and power, and who gives them that power? Yeah, I believe that the government has something to do with it. And then I think in the long run, they kind of lost control of it because, I mean, I remember back in the days, drugs just don't appear, here, and guns just don't magically just all of a sudden appear, and they get it from somewhere. So without going into deep into all that, I'm just going to go ahead and read some of the thoughts I had on 3 Nephi chapter 4. And I don't think they necessarily describe politicians or government people. And this is what I found, that I felt like maybe this is what I should share. It says, in a modern context, some people might draw parallels between the Gadianton Robbers and criminal gangs or cartels that operate outside the law, engage in violent or corrupt activities, and exploit communities for power and profit. Just as the Gadianton Robbers in the Book of Mormon infiltrated society with secret combinations, modern day gangs often engage in organized crime, such as drug trafficking, extortion, the violence, to further their influence and wealth. These groups can operate at various levels, locally, nationally, or internationally, often using secrecy, intimidation, and corruption to avoid detection and maintain control, much like the Gadianton Robbers were described as doing. In comparing 3 Nephi chapter 4 to modern times, several themes and situations can resonate with the challenges society faces today. Number 1, good versus evil. Just as the Nephites faced the Gadianton Robbers, who represented corruption, greed, and chaos, today's society confronts organized crime, corruption, and other forces that undermine peace and justice. These modern robbers could represent gangs, cartels, or corrupt systems that disrupt communities and nations. Number 2, unity and cooperation. In 3 Nephi chapter 4, the Nephites succeeded because they united as a people and worked together to defend themselves. Today, communities, nations, and even global efforts often have to unite to overcome major challenges, such as organized crime, terrorism, or political corruption. When societies work together for the common good, they can overcome these destructive forces. Number 3, reliance on higher power. The Nephites not only fortified themselves physically, but also turned to God for strength and guidance. In modern times, people facing adversity, whether through personal or societal crisis, often look to their faith, values, or higher principles for strength and direction in overcoming challenges. Number 4, preparation and strategy. And hopefully I'm saying this right. Gidgadoni, the Nephite leader, made strategic decisions to prepare for battle, refusing to attack but rather fortifying his people. In modern society, careful planning and preparation are essential in tackling complex issues like crime, social injustice, or natural disasters. This might include policies, laws, or even community initiatives aimed at promoting peace and justice. In essence, 3rd Nephi chapter 4 reserves as a timeless example of how communities can overcome threats through unity, faith, preparation, and strategic action, principles that are still relevant in today's world. Well, there you go, guys. I don't know. I think that's what's pretty much. I mean, this is what we're going through right now. I feel like with all that's what's happening in the world today, where we're having these people coming here in this country with criminal records and health and psychotic issues. I think that it's going to get more out of control. I think it already is, but I think it's going to get to the point that you'll start noticing in your own cities. And if you're listening to this, you might already be going through it, where you're seeing things like where I'm at. I mean, all I know is that there's people. It could be simple people like me, and they're hard workers or whatever. I don't necessarily know who is a migrant that came here illegally, but there's other cities out there that there's high crimes, and the crimes that I see here, it's more nothing different that I haven't seen. I live in California, so I'm actually surprised that I haven't really, unless they're hiding the information, right? But some other countries, you see people, you already see it on the news where they're trying to break into apartments with, AK-47s and robbing people and people pretending to be Amazon workers knocking at your door and stuff like that. And that is some scary stuff. That's really scary. And I'm sure that's happened here in California. I mean, it's something that you do see even before it's happened, I'm sure. But it's escalating in a way where, like, these people are going to be, when they don't have resources, they're going to try to take resources. And so I think when things get more out of control, I think that's what's going to happen. And I just hope that reading this to you, and if you can go back and read 3rd Nephi chapter 4 for yourself, it'll help you understand more what to do, I think. And of course, reading the Book of Mormon, honestly, it does help you to prepare yourself. And not only that, I mean, it gets you closer to God, and it feeds you spiritually. And this is what I think we need to do, because we need to spiritually nourish ourselves every day, because the things that are going on today, it's hard. It's hard to be feeling spiritual and not feel angry, but I try not to listen too much or watch too much politics anymore. I mean, I do and I don't. Like, I'll listen part of it, and then I'll just get really tired of hearing everyone, and I just tune out, dude, because it's so annoying. I hear the thing over and over and over, and I just get sick of it. But I've been on TikTok, I'm not gonna lie, and then I see things that what's going on in the world where you're not gonna see it on the news. And it's like, wow, man, this is getting really bad. So that being said, just prepare yourself I feel like we need to start really taking this very serious. Like this, anything could pop off any minute now. All these wars going on and things like that. I mean, if there's a World War III, can you imagine the migrants, what they're going to go through? I mean, who knows if I would feel like maybe that's another reason why they're here is because they'll just throw them into war. You want to be a citizen here, now you got to go to war. But the ones who choose not to and they run away, and they're going to be looking for resources, and the only way they're going to do it if they'll be plundering people. They're going to be taking what they want and what they need. And I'm this might sound crazy, but it's I mean, when I read the Book of Mormon, dude, like I see it happening, and there's been things that I've already seen, and so that's why I read the Book of Mormon, because it is for our day. It is for our day. But anyways, that's all I wanted to say and share with you. um, the Gadianton Robbers, clearly to me, is not like Mitt Romney or or Marco Rubio or whatever. I don't believe that. I believe that these people are like getting to robbers are like gangs, cartels, and stuff like that. Because cartel, honestly, you might think you guys know these people, but nah, trust me, these people are crazy. These people will they will seek power, and just like gangs in the back in the days, where how the mafia wanted to take over the world and control cities. This I mean, that's what they do now in Mexico. That's what they try to do now in Mexico. And so don't be surprised that this will spread everywhere. But anyways, not that the Gangster Roberts is cartel. It could be any kind of affiliates that do that. You know, it says here organized crimes such as drug trafficking, extortion, and violence, and all kinds of influence and wealth. So I mean, it could be anything, it could be anyone. But anyways, you guys take care. Bye.